they may have gotten away with it other places, but when they come here, we'll use all of our resources, all of our relationships to leverage that and drive it forward.
7 people investigators say were part of a multi-state home burglary are now serving time in prison. They were sentenced earlier this week. The group was exposed and brought down after targeting a home here in West Michigan. 13 on your side's Michael Martin spoke to a lead investigator in the case about how it all went down. Michael.
Juliet, it's a big deal what Kent County was able to accomplish here. These were not crimes of opportunity. This was a group who meticulously planned their break-ins, researching their targets and leveraging technology to steal as much as they could from homes before slipping away. While they are accused of hitting homes all over the country, it was a break-in at a home here in Cascade Township that ended up being their downfall.
You knew right off the bat it was different than just a typical home invasion that we would see.
December 5th, 2024, investigators with the Kent County Sheriff's Office respond to a home invasion in Cascade Township that, from the jump, seemed out of the ordinary.
We'll canvass the neighborhood, try to get an idea of what our suspects look like, what they're driving. It starts out very general, and that was the same for this case, too.
Unlike other cases, Detective Timothy Dykegraff started to find evidence that a sophisticated operation was behind the break-in.
A lot is GPS trackers. They would put them on their victims' vehicles so that they could watch them. They would do a lot of in-person surveillance where they would park down the street or follow people to their work. And then they would also use a lot of wireless cameras.
And there were probably more victims out there.
Hundreds of thousands of messages that were almost exclusively in Spanish. That took a lot of time to go through to figure out who's involved, try and ID people, and then trying to match up locations.
They tied the group to a total of 8 burglaries across Michigan and 6 other states. Dykegraff says they would stay inside the homes much longer than a typical break-in.
Doesn't sound like a ton of time maybe, but when you're sending 2 or 3 or 4 people into a home, and they're incredibly motivated and thorough, they can get a lot of things done in 20 or 25 minutes.
Based out of New York and LA, the group would fly into their target region, rent an Airbnb, break into sometimes multiple homes, leave, and then sell off their stolen goods within 24 to 48 hours.
We were able to arrest them and bring them back here to Grand Rapids. That's always a good feeling.
Now, 7 people have so far been convicted and sentenced in this burglary ring. The alleged ringleader, a man named John Quintero Herrera, received nearly 6 years in federal prison, while most of the others received sentences between 24 to 48 months behind bars, depending on their roles in the operation. Michael Martin, 13 on your side.